Colton Harris Moore was born in 1991 in Mount Vernon, Washington. He grew up on Camano Island with his mother. Life was hard for him from the start. Neighbors often said that Colton was left alone too much. They thought he was neglected. Even as a little boy, he did things that many would not believe. Every day, Colton felt the cold sting of loneliness. At home, his mother struggled with her own troubles. People said she drank too much and could be unkind. In that small house, Colton learned early that he had to look after himself. The world outside his door was full of dangers, but also of chances. And chance meant survival. By the time he was very young, Colton began to wander away from home. At age 7, he would slip quietly out of the house. He ran into the woods where he felt safe and free. The trees became his shelter. In those wild, quiet hours, he discovered a world without rules. A world that did not care if a little boy went hungry or cold. With no one to care for him, Colton had to survive on his own. He learned to take what he needed. Sometimes he would sneak into empty houses, vacation homes, where people were away to find food and blankets. It was not out of malice, but out of a deep, burning need to live. When neighbors found that things were missing, a loaf of bread, a warm blanket, they soon whispered his name. "It must be him," they said. And so, Colton became known as the boy who took things to stay alive. He was small, no more than a child, but he would be out in the woods, and sometimes we would find our things gone. We felt sorry for him, even if we were angry. At the age of 12, Colton's actions began to draw the attention of the police. He was not a bad child in the way many criminals are, but he was lost. He stole bicycles, small gadgets, and even a camcorder. Every theft was a cry for help, but no one really listened. Instead, he was sent to a juvenile detention center. Even then, the world did not change for him. The same loneliness, the same hunger for freedom, and the same feeling of being trapped in a world that did not care. Colton's early life was marked by chaos. His father, who once tried to be a part of his life, walked away one day and was never heard from again. His mother, though trying her best, was caught in a cycle of pain and struggle. Every time Colton did something good, people would say, "You must have stolen it." That constant accusation made him feel even more alone. It was as if the world was set against him, and every small mistake became a heavy chain that kept him from being free. As Colton grew older, the wild call of the forest became a part of him. By his early teens, he was often seen in the woods. He learned to hide, to move quietly, and to survive without the care of anyone. The wild taught him many lessons. In the deep green of the forest, he found a kind of freedom. But with freedom came danger. The more he relied on the wild, the more he began to act on his own.